Hey there, Postal here. So today we're going to take a look at the IL-20. I had a pretty darn good game in it with my colleague Z from the FK clan. And we're going to go ahead and see what we can do in this bad boy. Alright, so I know said I had a game for you. I've actually got two games. So this was kind of a random flight, well definitely a random flight with Z1313. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I mean that's his name. So he's in my clan. We were not in comms together. I was like, well, yeah, if you want to flight up, sure. I've got, if I'm going to do tier 8, I figure I'm going to do some ground attack plane, because I want to at least get a win in this plane. And he was like, sure, then I'll hop in dish. And he hopped in the freaking P-82, which is kind of annoying, only because I never got it. So he's flying around in his P-82. I've got my IL-20. And we got some time before I get to the next sector. So I've really kind of synced up with this plane. Really enjoy it. The guns are super strong. I'm not very good versus planes, but that's not what they're meant for, obviously. Typically, I will use the guns at the longest distance I can to take out targets like that. If I know that I can't get the ground target destroyed before my guns are done shooting, I'll actually fire rockets like you see me do here. I tend to use the rockets, oh, look at that, flipped it already. Tend to use the rockets kind of as supplementary. I'll use the guns as the primary attack weapon. I'll drop a bomb or maybe two if it's a huge section of the sector, because these bombs are ridiculously strong. And then I'll use the rockets to kind of like, if it's, no, I can't get another couple shots in, I can't get this building blown up before I pass it, I'll throw down the rockets. And that's kind of my playstyle with this. What am I doing? Oh, I remember, I was just screwing around. Good thing I didn't clip the ground there with my wings, or else this would have been a very short video that nobody would have actually seen. So we're headed over to the airbase here. There's a GA coming in on us, so I figure I'll take a couple pot shots at him and get my butt down and now continue on. So since we didn't have enough time for the gunfire, just going to drop a bomb there. Need to take out the anti-aircraft here just because, yeah, they don't do a lot of damage, but there's like 6 or 8 or 10 of them around here, and they add up. So take out the AA first, and then get the little soft targets here. Done with that. I figure I've got this bomb here. I might as well drop it. Drop the bomb. Get back over here to the AA. I'm down to half health already. Jeez. There are some planes around here, of course. So this is one of those situations I'm not going to be able to get these hard targets, so just fire the rockets. And that way I can definitely get that section knocked out. Let's get to the center here. I want to use my guns on the very soft targets, the things that the rockets aren't needed for. So those, like that water tower, whatever the heck it was, just all my rockets out here, and making sure that I've got that flipped. Now there's, oh man, that was close. Something's on my tail, and it's not gonna be hard here. Let me see if I can get this knocked out. Dang it! All right, but that's basically my tact when it comes to sectors like this. If I'm going into a completely clean section where I've got to knock out everything, I'll take out the AA that can hurt me first, so that low level AA, just so I don't have to worry about, you know, losing all my flippin' hit points in 5 seconds. Now if it's a section like the one we're going to ahead here, where I might not need to knock out the AA to be able to flip it to our side, I will just kind of make a decision when I get there. Or it's almost flipping to red. Hopefully it doesn't flip to red before I get here. If I can like knock out a building or something like that and get some capture points back to blue, then I'll do that. So I kind of make an assessment as I come in here. This plane, unlike some other ground attack planes, is actually not very good at taking out aircraft, just because this has got two huge 57mm cannons, and the guns kind of go where they want, so it's not very good at hitting something that's moving like an airplane. So I can't really use it to like knock out an airplane to try to flip a section. And they flipped it before I could do anything. Darn it. You'll see me fire. I guess right now you'll see me fire, but you can see these guns just aren't. You can try to take pot shots. If I hit that plane, he'd be dead. But the chances of me hitting anything are pretty slim. Alright, so now we're just kind of meandering about, waiting for the section to turn, counting down the seconds here, and mine. Alright, so tossing out these rockets, perfect. Probably going to drop a bomb here, I would think. Yeah, you can tell from my angle up. Alright, and I guess we'll just drop another bomb here. Make it simple, but these bombs are so freaking heavy that they just knock out those sections, or at least enough of them. Again, here's where I want to toss some rockets. Oh my god, that stuff frustrates the heck out of me. Like seriously, you couldn't just die. Alright, so we've got a bunch of soft targets, which is fine for these guns, because these guns is just like click, done, click, done. Alright, hey, we've got some help coming in here. Trying to... Can I? Nope, I'm gonna miss that just because I was too close to it. Let's see if I can knock out this AA. I'm gonna probably toss a rocket, I would think. No, maybe not. Can my guns get it? Perfect. But that would have been a situation if my guns couldn't get on target, I'd toss a rocket out. Kind of scenario. So we're down 3 sections to 2. We're down on capture points. One of the simplistic parts of a plane like this is the decisions are kind of made for you. Go to a relevant section. And with a plane this slow, with the map set up how the map is, hotshot, I'm just going to the next sector. I reloaded my rockets, or am reloading my rockets. I had only used like 4 or 5 of them, but I mean, you got forever and a day before you get to the next section, so you might as well start reloading those rockets. I would have done the same thing if I only had 1 bomb. Also, because I'm going to, what is this, a garrison, so I mean, I can take out a garrison with nothing but my guns. That's how strong these guns are, or that's how weak a garrison is, I guess you could say. You see I kind of just like meandering my guns to the left there, and that way the guns are hopefully hitting multiple buildings. I can't believe I missed that. How lame am I? Because each one of these guns does enough damage to knock out a building, so there's no reason to have like both guns hitting a section of ground target. Well, the friggin' guns are not doing exactly what I want them to do in this go-around. Perfect. Finally. Alright. So it looks like we just at least weakened the ground targets enough that somebody was able to come in behind me and get them 100% flipped. Now we're going to gain some hit points and continue on to the... looks like to the command center over here that we initially took over in the very beginning of the game. So we've got all our rockets, we've got all our bombs. I'm supremely confident that I can take this command center over on my own. My hit points though are kind of low. So we're up 3 sectors to 2, but they've got both command centers. And they've got more capture points. So let's see what we can do here to try to get this knocked out. Oof, something's hitting me. We just need to keep on keeping on. Get rid of the buildings that can hurt me. And get rid of buildings like this. That was a quick, simple, ability to knock out a building and get some more capture points. Something was behind me. My rear gunner took care of that. Very often I'll hop in my rear gunner if I've just got the ability to sit in the rear gunner. Crap. But I don't have the ability to when I'm, in a section like this. Unfortunately, freaking died. But our buddy here and the rest of the team has captured another sector. Are we going to be able to flip this and get it to be a win? Trying to get behind my my buddy Z here. Nope, there's so many dual engine planes. There we go. Man, that's a pretty plane. Alright, so we're hopping in behind him. We're up 3 sectors to 2. And let's see here. I think we must be running out of enemy aircraft. Pretty sure this might be the last guy. If I was doing a better job, I'd check the frickin' check the list. Up and over. Looks like there's just one more guy. I believe it's gonna be very close. 2 minutes. Oh, dang, we're down by like 50. 3 to 2 is not gonna be enough. So he needs to kill this guy. Burn, baby, burn. Good job. All the enemy aircraft destroyed. So we got Airwolves, and both of us got grade 1, so dang. It was a pretty darn good win there. Let's head on back. Alright, so we captured 5 sectors there, did 65,000 damage to ground targets, resounding 11,000 personal points, but it is what it is. A heck of a lot of support from our clanmate in his P82. We both did pretty well, it would seem. Good support of each other for sure. So I really like this plane. I mean, it is the quintessential ground attack plane. It does everything, and it does it well. Alright, if I still have your attention after that last battle, this battle actually is even closer. And, yeah. So, what are we looking at here? So we've got a garrison right near us. We've got a military base. The only reason I'm going for the garrison is just because it's closer, and this thing takes so long to go anywhere. I want to get a section flipped, and that way if they get their military base quickly, it'll start attacking, you know, something else. So using our guns here, knocking out the soft targets. I might need to. Oh, good. So separating the guns there so that way all my rockets out there. Separating the guns there so that each gun was hitting a separate target. And at this point, I just want to flip this garrison really quickly. Good, perfect. Should be reloading the bomb pretty soon here. Yep, already. And now I'm just going to head due south. So whether or not they captured this military base down south, I'd be heading down south. If they had already captured it, great. I'm going to get it back. If they hadn't captured it, hopefully I can get down here in time to you know, be a pain in the butt and either stop them from capping it or like counter cap it. So you'll notice when I headed to the garrison, I sent everybody that I could over to our mill base, and they've already flipped it. So everything's coming up postal. Hey, look at the pretty birds. Yeah, clearly I was not expecting to use this video as a recording. But I did notice there are a lot of more birds in this map than I'm used to. Maybe because I'm not down this low typically. See, there's birds over to the right. Anyway. So we're reloading our bombs, checking the time. We've got 15 seconds on the rockets, 30 seconds on the bombs. So at this point, it's all guns, baby. These guns, if they are good at attacking any plane, it is GAs, right? So we've gone ahead and been able to capture the center sector. I mean, at this point, we're riding a pretty comfortable lead. You know, they're up 3 to 1. And I'm gonna do everything I can to be a super pain in the butt down here, whether or not we capture it. I want to capture it, obviously. Ouch, trees. Flipping trees, man. But the goal is just to be a big old pain, right? And there's a couple shots from each of these guns, and oh, dang it, I hate it. So, unfortunately, now they can get that little section because I left it wide open, basically. Am I going to rocket this? I am going to rocket this. Perfect. So see, I know my guns weren't going to get those hard targets in time, and so that's perfect for the rockets. Probably going to rocket this too. Oh, somebody else snagged it like right from underneath me. Going through the trees again. Let's see, so there's, yeah, I hate these because they're separated by too much. It's not like you can just throw all your rockets in one section and flip that right. So guns can knock out all these soft targets directly in front of me. And it looks like we're about to lose. Oh, wait a minute. So I was looking at the map, and I saw, man, we're going to lose the frickin' mill base on our side. Well, that sucks. And then it dawned on me there's a radio tower in front of me. Yeah. So let's watch Z roll him around here in his P-82. Isn't that pretty plane? Wouldn't that be nice if Postal owned it? I'm sure I will next time it is on sale. So we need to hop back into battle and go straight over here to this military base. No screwing around. Trying to think of the appropriate word choice there. One thing that is kind of nice about this mill base over the other mill bases, even though now we're down 4 sectors to 1, holy crap, is there's not as many trees like growing as high. So I shouldn't lose too much hit points on being down low. Funny how the game can flip so quickly. We were up 3 sectors to 1 and had the potential to get their military base. And unfortunately I died, and it helped them capture the military base down there, and they flipped this one, and they flipped the center, so now we're in a hole. We're still up on capture points, overall points I should say, but we're definitely going to be losing pretty soon. So dropping a bomb there, soft targets, these guns love them. Die. Cool. We will get this military base as long as we don't, crash into the ground or get shot from behind. It's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. They are now up 5 sectors to 1. And I didn't get that flipped. So, let's use these guns. Let's see what we can do. We don't have the time to be screwing around, right? Our bomb, I must have missed our bomb, or it didn't do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. Dropping it a little bit early there. There we go. Thank you, Jeebus. Alright, so we've got one whole sector. We're down 4 to 1. With a plane like this speed, there's no room for error at this point. The game dangles on the edge of a knife, right? And any kind of mistakes at this point in tact or in strategy are going to screw us up. So there's no point in going for a garrison. I need to go straight for their military base. The only reason I'm even going for a garrison is because there's a garrison between me and their military base. I'm not screwing around with the north or south garrison. We need to flip this center, and then we need to continue on to that military base. We can't die at any point, and we can't let them take any additional sectors. Not that I can do anything about that, but that's what's going through my head in this situation, is I can't die, and I don't have time to be screwing around. Like, I can't sneak around down the riverbed there. I can't go around mountains. I gotta just go from A to B and use every ounce of boost that I've got to get there. So now we just wait. All we can do is get over here to this military base, while our military base up north is helping flip one of the garrisons, which is good. We've got the center one flipped, which is good, and they aren't really attacking it yet. Looks like we're going to hold on to our military base for a little while longer up north. That's perfect. They're all coming towards the center rather than to the top, so now we're in this sector. Let's get this bad boy flipped. It looks like there is a defense aircraft over here. Have I learned my lesson? Am I dropping both bombs? Dropping both bombs. I'm not screwing around here. I don't have time with subtleties. Let's get our Thunderer, and we flip the center sector there. We've got the guns to get these soft targets, It's a lot easier to flip the soft targets, so right now I'm just looking around for the targets of ease. Not worried about AA guns, not worried about anything else. Z's over here in this sector now. He's down here with me. He's going to keep any of the planes off my butt, but he's also going to be destroying them, which is just going to, you know, help get capture points. Guns blazing. Unfortunately, they are overheated, but I'm just tossing out as many rockets as I can and looking out for radar towers. One last little bit of section. Awesome. We've got it. And the only section they've got is the center, but we've only got 53 freaking, they've got 753 points. We've only got 47 before they've won the game. I need to head to the center, figure I'll take some pot shots at a plane while I'm over here. We need to keep on keeping on. I've got my boost going, and we just have to keep on moving. We've got to get this center section. We're running out of time. We should be getting it pretty soon, just because we've got both military bases. It's going to really be putting a lot of pressure on them. Perfect. Okay, now we just need to not die. Not that dying would ruin the game. Get on tail gunner, buddy. There you go. But we want to make sure that they can't win by killing us all. So Z's tearing this guy up. I'm tearing this guy up. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Alright, and with that, we just turned this game around from a certain loss into a win. Great teamwork. You know, just it all came up exactly how we needed it to come up. That's deep breath. That was good. Got that Airwolves there too. Well, that's grabbing victory from the jaws of defeat. Let's head back. Whew, man, so we barely pulled that off, didn't we? 13,000 personal points, 87 damage to 87,000 ground damage. Well, I can't even speak. Got Airwolves as well. Great teamwork between me and Z, one of my clanmates. Yeah, like just wow. So we were able to pull that out. We were pretty lucky there at the end. So luckily it all turned out in our favor. Yeah, I really like the IL-20. I am not a GA pilot by default. But this plane really lets you be a good ground attack pilot. You can defend yourself very well, which is one of my hang-ups about ground attack planes, is you can't defend yourself. You're just kind of left to the whim of your fellow pilots. But the IL-20 can defend itself, and obviously it can flip sectors like it's nobody's business. So, yeah. Whew. That was good. That was really good. You could see the impact you can have in an IL-20, and we definitely had a great impact on that. Hope you enjoyed the battle. Sorry for the GA, but at least I think it was exciting. Like, it wasn't just cruising around and bombing stuff. Like, I literally was I was having to scrape by there. So definitely interacting with some of the enemies. So hope you have a great day, and bye.